Hi guys, I'm Will, and I'm here to give you another music Christmas tip, holiday tip, winter tip, whatever you want to call it. So today, the tip we're going to talk about is something I'm going to call song weaving. Now, you've all heard of the mashup, you've heard of smashing songs together. I'm referring to this as song weaving. This is where I will put two songs together by mixing them in and out from each other. So instead of, doing like this is the song and I'm going to keep the same chord structure and sing that song and then go back, I'm actually going to mix the songs. That's why I'm calling it song weaving. It's really easy to do vocally speaking, in that, if you were just singing, you would just start singing the other song and then come back and make sure that the melody lines are pretty similar. What I'm actually specifically talking about today is doing it with the piano. So the things that I do to weave the song is really easy. What you gotta do is you gotta make sure that they're in a similar key. You have to make sure that you can have similar rhythms, so you might have to alter the rhythm of one of the songs to make sure that they make sense together. And then you just kind of have to find a way to make it a nice smooth transition from one song to another. The reason why this even came up is actually I'm doing a Christmas party, and for that Christmas party, I had some songs requested that weren't Christmas songs. So for me, I'm like, it's a holiday party, it should be Christmassy. So I came up with the idea of mixing the songs in with some Christmas carols. And it actually worked out rather well. So I'm going to show you one of the ways I was doing that, and give you examples of things I was doing. So without further ado, the two songs that I'll be working with today are the Coventry Carol and Sunrise Sunset from Fiddler on the Roof. So what I did here was I did definitely match the actual chord. They're both in A minor. Let me turn that up just a bit. So they have that dark sound to them to begin with. I found a way for them to kind of just collide into each other and come back out. So what happened was I'm using this 5 chord, which is an E major chord, so major 5 in the key of A minor, as kind of a transition point between the two songs. It's rather easy. So basically what you would do is you would find a point in the song where you want to switch to the other song to kind of give it like a little light, and then switch back. So I ended up playing the whole Coventry Carol, dun, 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 and then I went into. So that's what it sounds like melodically. When you're just playing the melody, it really sounds like it just goes right into the other one, almost like they could be the same song. Chordal structure-wise, we have that. Then we have. Back into. So see, what basically happened there is because the chords match so well with a very little difference, the songs could be woven or put together very easily. So just so you have a full, complete soundbite of what I'm talking about, I'll play that for you. And then we'll give you a short couple of things to do for you to do that as well. So I'm going to go from kind of the middle of the Coventry Carol into Sunrise Sunset and back, so you got the idea. So we'll do. Sorry, one of my keys is broken. it would be something easy that slides right in and out. Hopefully you'll have a good, nice sounding piano. Right now I'm using my practice piano, which is this thing. As you can see, broken key. So it doesn't sound as nice as doing it with an acoustic. But so that's the idea. You're just weaving it in and out. So what do you need to do if you're going to do this? Well, first of all, you need to find a common key between the two songs. Again, I used A minor for those. I'm also doing a rendition of Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Danny Boy, which I'm calling Oh Christmas Tree, Danny Boy. But anyways, the common key there is the key of C. So you got to find a common key. If the songs aren't already in a key that's the same, you'll have to transpose it into a key that's the same. That makes sense. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you're using similar chordal structures throughout the whole thing to make sure that they sound cohesive like one song instead of like several songs. To me, I guess that's how I would define a mashup. A mashup, you can kind of tell that they're not the same song. Whereas where I'm talking about music weaving as in like my glove is woven, it looks like one piece of fabric. Weaving, you know, we want it to sound more cohesive, more like it should be together. And then, you know, lastly, just make sure that the transitions are solid. In the case of both the songs I'm doing, they both begin and end with an A minor chord. That's the one chord or the tonic chord, depending on what you like to call it. Hopefully you know what that is. All I'm saying is it's the very first chord that occurs in the key that I'm playing. So the transition is called a direct transition, whereas I can go directly to it. I don't have to play chords or modulate at all. I can just go into it and then come back out again. All right, so I hope that's helpful. That is what I'm calling song weaving. That's your music tip for today. Have a great week. Bye.